we are talking about some of the big stories happening. And one thing we like to do every week is go out and talk to one of our legal experts. And that's why we're going to Grace Weatherly, who is a nationally known personal injury and civil trial attorney. And I understand you've won more than 50 jury trials in 25 years?
Well, I wished I'd won them all, but I have tried more than 50 jury trials.
Oh, okay. Well, you've at least litigated them then.
Absolutely. Well, they all went to verdict.
So tell me about this case in Florida where the dash cam footage has been released of the shooting on I-95.
Well, good morning. Yes, it's a kind of crazy situation, but it certainly proves that if you shoot first and ask questions later, you might go to prison. Mm-hmm. In this situation, the driver says that he shot out his own side windows and his own windshield, shooting at a neighboring vehicle as it was passing him because that driver had shot at him first. Police are now saying it looks like that driver threw a bottle of water out his window.
So now explain who did anyone get hit by a bullet, or was it just bullets flying?
Thankfully, no one got hit by a bullet, which is remarkable if you looked at the video, because the driver's shooting this pistol one-handed and bullets are flying in every direction. But no one got hurt.
I think we've all seen the video. I was wondering about that because it looks in the movies it's so easy. People shoot out windows and they just keep right on going. But I got to think a lot of glass is flying everywhere. It's kind of hard to see. You get glass in your eye. That would be a very bad thing.
It'd be horrible. And, his windshield's going to break, so how's he even seeing where he's driving? And he didn't roll down his side window. He just starts firing through the side window.
Yeah, so I'm glad that the dash cam video has been released, and now we can actually see exactly what happened, not just hear it. Let's turn to this story in upstate New York. The DA dropped the charges of 5 criminal probes into Cuomo, but implores the legislature to change the sex offense law.
Yeah, that sounds a little stinky, doesn't it? I mean, 11 women probably weren't all inadvertently brushed against. I mean, I think one of the accusations was he actually put his hand up her blouse, so that doesn't happen on accident. And I know those cases are hard to prove in a criminal situation. You have to prove that, the victim wasn't impliedly consenting to that. But come on, 11 women, and this one, it just seems like it's purely for political reasons. That's what it looks like to me. I mean, surely the law could be changed to help women in this situation and to bring a criminal case. Because if you don't put people like Cuomo in jail, a money award in a civil case is not going to dissuade him. There's not enough money to dissuade him.
It's one of those stories they always say where absolute power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. And I think that's the problem. He had so much power, he could do pretty much anything he wanted. So he would do these things, and people would look the other way, and nobody would listen to the women because he's Cuomo. He's the big guy. He's able to do whatever he wants to do.
And it sounds like we keep hearing stories about men like that in other leadership positions around the world, don't we?
And I tell you whose feet I lay this at. I lay this at former President Clinton, because when he kind of set the standard for what you can do in office and what you can kind of get away with. I mean, he got impeached, but he didn't get removed from office.
Well, and he didn't get charged with a crime, nor have any of them, and that's why I think there might be some validity in the cry to change the criminal law, make it easier to prove.
Grace Weatherly, thank you so much for joining us this morning on Alabama's Morning News.